And handing the stage over to SunflowerLabs.
Hi, my name is Alex Patrikoff. I'm the CEO and founder of SunflowerLabs. At SunflowerLabs, we're building a new type of a home security system. Home security is a really interesting industry. It's huge, it's extremely lucrative, but most people have pretty terrible experiences using it. This is, for example, what an actual user interface looks like to a typical home security system today. And home security system is primarily concerned with your doors and windows. So they just protect the ingress points of your house. But by the time that goes off, it's already too late, or most likely it's a false alarm. Actually, the industry has about 99% false alarm rate at this point. So we think there's a better way. We think that people should be more concerned about what's happening around the perimeter of their property, not just what's happening at the door or the window. And the only way to do that today is if you install a bunch of cameras. So there's a few drawbacks to those cameras. One, if you have a fairly typical house, you're going to need a bunch of these cameras. You're going to need 6 or 8 to cover your property. Two, they're pretty conspicuous, so it's not exactly what my house looks like, but that's not really what I want my house to look like. And 3, they're constantly recording you. 99% of the footage is just you being around your house, uploaded to some cloud. So we think that what security cameras should do is they should be flying. And this is our solution. We have effectively 2 products. Oops. One is a set of sensors that you place around your house. They look like this, they look like garden lights, but actually they're really clever sensors. And the other one is an autonomous drone which comes out and flies over to see what's going on. The sensors detect motion, vibration, and sound, and they correlate all their information in order to be able to identify what is going on. They identify people, cars, and animals, and they alert the user of any unusual activity. And if you spot something, you can deploy the flying camera. The flying camera responds to the events detected by these lights. It navigates completely autonomously. It goes to where it needs to go. It streams live video from there directly to your phone or records it, and then it comes back and it lands. And let me show you how it actually works. So this is actually a video that I made over my house. So that's my house, and you can see up in the front, somebody walked up to my house. So the sensors detected that. They triangulated the activity to determine that somebody from the street walked out. I pushed the button, a drone came up automatically, completely autonomously, no one's piloting it. It flew over from where it was in the backyard to the front, and you can see it rotates as it fronts, so it's facing the target as soon as possible and minimizes looking away from your house at your neighbors. It detects a person, we can identify people, we can even do face detection on those people, we can track the person walking around, and if you wanted to just see what's going on around your property in general, you can do what we call a security sweep. And it slowly flies around the whole property. This video is sped up for the presentation and identifies, oh, there's a guy in the back. Once it's done, it returns home and it lands in a little nest where it took off. And that's it. That's the system. It's called SunflowerLabs. We're accepting people for our beta program, so come to our website, sunflowerlabs.com. And my name is Alex. You can find me around.
All right, questions and feedback from the judges?
What's the... I was just going to say, what's the cost of the solution?
So it's going to be a subscription, and it's going to be roughly on par with what home security subscriptions, high-end home security subscription cost. We haven't announced the pricing just yet. We want to take a little bit of time to get there, but it'll be on par with that type of solutions.
And I just have a follow-up. I guess, do you think it's a little bit overkill compared to something like a drop cam? I mean, do you really need a drone?
No, I don't think so, because actually it'll work out to be cheaper and more flexible. There's a few advantages to our system. One, it's dynamic. It goes to where the activity is. So if you have a bigger property, you need to have a lot of cameras. You have to plaster them everywhere. You have to wire them. You have to mount them. It's actually not so easy. Two, and I think most important, it's a deterrent in itself. So if you have cameras everywhere and somebody's on your property didn't notice them, they didn't do you any good. Maybe nobody was watching, maybe they're decoys. Our system comes out, you're going to know there's a drone. You're going to know you're being watched. It's equivalent to a security guard or at least a guard dog walking out and barking at you.
Alex, you spent a long time in Evernote, is that right?
Yes, I did.
Can you tell a little bit about your team?
My team here. So my team is basically all engineers at this point. I'm based out here. My team is based out in Switzerland. Switzerland, as you heard from Photokite, is probably the best place to start a drone company. You have amazing talent there. And my co-founder for this company, his name is Chris. He was an aerospace engineer for many years, has done ADS-B systems for military drones, a whole bunch of crazy stuff. And we actually were college roommates, and we started our first company together. So we got back together, started this company, hired a bunch of awesome engineers out of ETH, and built what I showed you is a live system that actually works over my house. We built it in about 8 months.
All right, big round of applause for SunflowerLabs.